How's everyone doing? Just gonna do a little more on the Charley board. I don't know, I was looking at it, it's a little plain. So I was gonna actually paint in black with the lettering. I don't know, it's Christmas Day, my wife's at work, my kid's at my ex-wife's family, so I got a little bit done here, put all my, or not all of them, put about half my library on the shelves. I just been working on stuff slowly here at the house since the fire. And I got a shit ton of books. For anyone who's watched the channel, they know. And I always collect more. So books are cheap entertainment. We actually, back in the day, man, I didn't have internet and stuff until I got with my wife. I would just read and stuff, work, read, and raise a child by myself. And it's a cheap entertainment, and I think about it now a lot of actually going back to the way I used to be on no internet, just simply movies, DVDs, and literature. Just because of with this whole net neutrality stuff going on. And Spectrum, my internet company, is actually raising the bill. So, and it's like out of all the times of the year, you raise my internet bill when my work shuts down. Like, not very smart on your side as far as making money. You're actually going to be losing money. So I'll keep you up to date on that as far as my finances, if I will keep internet and keep this channel going. Sadly, my wife has had to go back to work. But hey, man, that's life. This channel would have never existed if, she wasn't working and we were putting our money together and paid for internet. But they're doing a bunch of stupid stuff right now with this net neutrality stuff. So, but anyways, I got me some paint. That's the brand. A little shout out to them. Enamels. It's black licorice. So I got me a little saucer. There we go. There we go. And a little bit of water. I'm gonna do a little small talking with you guys as I usually do. Wet the brush a little bit. I like painting, and I like doing these type of videos in real time just so I can talk to you all. But yeah, basically I'm just going to color in the lettering around inside of the burns. Hey Thornage, I checked out that documentary you messaged about on the last video. Excellent documentary. Very informative. I like seeing all aspects, all sides of each story, definitely. Because I do think there's two sides to every coin. So, I would like to know how everyone's Christmas is going. If you guys do watch, and I understand if you don't watch today because it is Christmas. Just let me know in general how you all's Christmas went. I do like hearing that type of stuff. Merry Christmas, by the way, to everyone. Hope everyone's doing what the holiday is actually about and just spending time with your fellow man, your family. I don't know, I like to use these times as far as like just little art projects, making occult items. I do it in real time because I like to talk to you guys. And I like for you guys to respond in the comments and let me know what you think about certain subjects. It's kind of like, for me, it's like mellow ranting. I just talk about what's on my mind recently. Like here recently, an astronaut died. He was the first untethered man in space, supposedly. And I say supposedly just because NASA is a little sketchy. You know, I'm not saying the Earth is flat, but they you got to be careful. They are a government organization, and they have been kind of sketchy on stuff. But rest in peace. I forget his name. It's Mick something. Hang on. I feel bad now that I don't remember his actual name. But he was, you can look him up, and you can actually watch the footage. It's the first untethered man in space. And it was kind of crazy, like the timing of it was like yesterday, I didn't feel too good. So I just kind of laid around for most of the day. I was sick. So I watched the movie Gravity with Sandra Bullock. Excellent film, by the way. There's one letter painted in. So if you all, we rented it for like 99 cents on, I don't even know what it was. Something with my wife. She fools around with credit cards. I don't mess with credit cards. But it was Sandra Bullock and George Clooney. And it was ironic, the timing of it, to where this untethered astronaut just died. And like that's the movie we rented to see. Because the whole movie is about, they're tethered on, I think it's the ISS. They both work for NASA. And a meteor shower comes through. And pretty much she gets split off from the tether. And she's floating out into space. George Clooney comes and saves her. It's a good movie, man. And it only cost us $1 on the internet to rent. And I would like to buy the actual movie. Sandra Bullock's always been my little Hollywood crush. You know? And she looks good in the movie, man. She's aged well, you know? She looks good. She kept up. Yeah, I'm just doing a little painting. Just settling into the new place and enjoying the married life. This is the nice thing about being divorced from an ex. And I know, as crazy as that sounds, you never hear this like side of it. The pros of it is like, sometimes I don't have to watch my kid. I can have a day of just daddy. Like, I've been alone all day, and it's been nice. Like, I love my kid to death, but it is nice to have an ex-wife, because it's like, I get a whole day without a kid. It's like, oh, you want her for Christmas? We already celebrated our Christmas, you know, have fun. And then I just, you know, I haven't been sitting around all day, but I cooked me a pizza and did some unpacking and was like, oh, I think I'll make a YouTube video, do some painting. You never hear that side. It's always, oh, it's so horrible. Yes, and it is horrible. Going through a divorce is one of the most horrible things you could go through. It literally drains you. It ages you. I've always said it ages you 5 years in one. We fought in court for an entire year. And I've always said that it ages you 5 years in one. And you'll notice it when you look in the mirror. And you're like, wow, I should not look that old yet. But at the end of the day, if you win, you know, And I got lucky, man. You know, I could have been fucked royally by the system. You know, you'll hear me talk about the government or law enforcement negatively sometimes. But as far as the actual court system, I cannot say a damn thing because I won and I got lucky, so I will always be in debt to the American court system. You know, I have nothing bad to say to the judges, the jury, the lawyers. Was I a poor man? Yes, but I did win the case, and I don't know. I have nothing bad to say about the court system. But it is nice, though, to have these days off to where it's just me and I can contemplate different ideas and just kind of like chill and be myself, you know. It is nice to just kind of just be alone for a while. You know, figure yourself out and do some work around the house, you know. Do some painting, do some artwork. Artwork is awesome when you're alone. You know, and just, or reading, you know. Fixed me some dinner, did some dishes. Hey, Andy Pittman, man, where are you at? You usually put out stuff like cray cray, man, and I haven't seen you in forever. Are you still alive? You still out there? If you are, hit me up if you're watching. That's my old buddy from Florida, man, and he has a channel of his own, and I've kept up with him, he's kept up with me, and he's just disappeared, man, off the face of the earth. I hope it wasn't the rapture, and I missed it or something. Yeah, after this, after I paint this, I'm going to do a video of, and I told you I would last time, but I wasn't honestly expecting to paint this. I just looked at it and I was like, man, that would look good painted. But I'll do a video of actually playing it. And I want to do a video of another occult item. It's actually 2 coins. But I'm going to go out and do it right, though. I mean, you can do it with, like, quarters or pennies or something. But I'm going to do it right and get me some cool-looking, like, replicas of, like, maybe ancient coins or something with a heads and a tail. You have to have 2 of them. Maybe get a little wooden box for them to hold it in and print out a rule book and stuff. I'll do it legit. You guys know me. I don't just go, oh, here's an occult item and here's 2 quarters, you know. It's that game Sarah Sarita. But I'll give you guys kind of like a little history on it. And how to play it, and I'll play it for y'all, and we'll, I do shit right, I try to. Because I like collecting the items, you know. People come over and I got like a shelf full of just weird occult items. They're like, damn, where'd you get all this? And it's like, I made it. You made these? It's like, yeah. You know, and it's cool too, like you get, especially the younger people, they're like, I want to play. You know, like, can I play? It's like, sure. What do you want to play? I got Ouija boards, scrying mirrors, like, go for it. Pendulums, have fun. So I do think it'll be kind of cool. My child will grow up in a little wonderland of different little occult stuff she can play with. When she's of age, obviously. I don't cram stuff down anyone's throat. And honestly, like, I play with this stuff every now and then, but for the most part, it just kind of sits on the shelf. You know? People can come over and look at it and go, damn, you got all sorts of weird stuff. And it's like, yeah, I told you I was a weirdo. Freaks my mom out when she comes over. The other day, she seen my Ouija board, got mad.
Why you got that in the house? Stella, don't you ever touch that. Don't you ever play with it.
Oh, come on, Mom. Come on, Mom. Alright, well, there we go. Put the brush in the water, and then I'll rinse this off. Let this dry. But it looks 10 times better, I think, than the way it did before. Once again, Merry Christmas to you all. Andy Pittman, come on, man, where you at? Love y'all. Y'all have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Winter Solstice, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa. You know, love y'all. Be careful.